President Donald Trump makes a bold move by announcing a strategic Bitcoin reserve that has many calling it the digital Fort Knox. We have a lot to cover, but first, let's take a look at what AI and crypto czar David Sachs had to say in regards to this announcement. Check it out.
Remind the American public and investors why you need a Bitcoin reserve at all.
Well, good to be here. I mean, the reason why we need a Bitcoin reserve is that the federal government already owns some. In fact, it obtained around 400,000 Bitcoin over the past decade through criminal and civil forfeitures and seizures. And so the government has to have a strategy for how it deals with this. In the past, the strategy has been simply to sell it, in an ad hoc way, almost willy-nilly. And that cost American taxpayers something like $17 billion in lost value. So we want to have a long-term strategy to maximize the value of these holdings. And we've decided that Bitcoin is scarce, it's valuable, and that it's strategic for the United States to hold on to this as a long-term reserve asset. So that's the plan with the 200,000 Bitcoin that we believe are in the possession of the federal government. I say we believe because no one really knows for sure because we never had a proper audit. So that's one of the first things that this executive order provides, that we're going to do a full government-wide audit to find out what digital assets we actually have so they can be safeguarded and moved into a strategy that maximizes their long-term value.
Okay, so here's the deal. What we're seeing is a historic shift in U.S. finance. The federal government is establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve. What was once considered a fringe idea has now become official policy. This move, hinted by both RFK Jr. and Donald Trump during their campaigns, is yet another promise kept by this administration. And it's already making waves. Bitcoin's price is reacting, and speculation is starting to ramp up that this could drive long-term demand even higher. But let's be real. While this may signal mainstream institutional acceptance and could legitimize Bitcoin in ways never seen before, there's still some concerns about the government's involvement. Critics warn that this could open up the door to more regulation or even eventual seizures of private holdings. So the big question is, does this put Bitcoin on a path to become the digital gold, or is this a Trojan horse for the government to control Bitcoin?
Trump's first ever quote-unquote crypto summit. So the president hosted leaders from an industry that gave more money than any other donor group in the 2024 election. And you didn't even have Sam Bankman-Fried involved, an industry that Trump has a huge personal stake in. Today, Trump announcing his plan for what he's calling a crypto strategic reserve.
From this day on, America will follow the rule that every Bitcoin knows very well: never sell your Bitcoin. That's a little phrase that they have. I don't know if that's right or not. Who the hell knows, right?
Now, the context here, Trump and his wife both have meme coins, and they have made a lot of money off of those, collecting over $100 million in trading fees. Now, thousands of small traders have actually now lost money on the coins because they've plunged in value, but those trading fees, Trump has made them, and those were dollars, not, some kind of crypto unit. That was real money. Out front now, Paul Krugman, noted economist and Nobel laureate, formerly of the New York Times, and you can now find him on Substack, where he's written on all of this in such detail. So we have a conversation now, and I hope everyone's going to read all of those, the great detail you have there, Paul. But you say a strategic crypto reserve, which is what Trump's talking about establishing here. You call that, your words, a giant rug pull scam. How come?
Okay, so a rug pull is actually what just happened with the Trump and Melania coins. You introduce a new asset, with celebrity endorsements, a lot of small investors buy in while the insiders sell out, make a lot of money, and then the little people are left with big losses. This is kind of a variant on that. It's the crypto coins already exist, although nobody knows what you do with them. It's not all clear what a strategic crypto reserve will actually do for the United States. But you have the ultimate celebrity endorsement, which is that the U.S. government is buying the stuff. This is a little bit like another related thing where sometimes dishonest traders have hacked into computers of brokerage houses to use them to buy up penny stocks that they own, and then they sell out before the price crashes. And so this is like a hack pump and dump. It's like it's very close, although worse than what a scandal that may be about to bring down the president of Argentina, which is another rug pull. It's truly amazing. Because again, nobody has any idea what do you do? You know, a crypto reserve is just strings of ones and zeros on servers somewhere. What does that do for the United States?
Now, I find it hilarious how neither she nor he demonstrated any real knowledge of how Bitcoin actually works. And let's be real, how you feel about it depends on which lens you're looking through. Left-wing media is already calling this a reckless financial gamble, acting like Bitcoin is some unstable toy too risky for the government to touch. And right-wing media is hyping this up as a move towards financial independence, as a way to fight inflation and push back against reckless government spending. And honestly, both sides are playing their usual games. Here's what actually matters. Whether you love Bitcoin or not, the US government officially holding it as a strategic asset means crypto isn't going anywhere anytime soon. It's a clear signal that Bitcoin has real institutional staying power. But let's not pretend it's all peaches and cream. Yes, it's a hedge against inflation, but it needs serious guardrails. The last thing we would want is for the government to be able to manipulate Bitcoin markets like they currently do with our stock market. Okay, so that brings us to the question of this video for today. Let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are in regards to a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And let me know what guardrails you would like to see put in place to hold the government accountable in regards to a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Please hit the like button below, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay notified anytime we release new content in the future so you never miss a video. Thank you.